Well, I had an all-timer on Monday. Coaching baseball. Kids Roman he got a ground ball, but it just rolled up the glove a little bit, and he just couldn't quite pick it up to make the throw over. And I was like, guys, you have got to be swallowing up the balls out there. My coach is like, things I didn't think I'd hear at a 10-year-old baseball game. And I literally got done with the game, and one of the moms had texted me, and she's like, did you just say swallowing up the balls?
To a bunch of 10-year-olds?
Sure did. It just was one of those things that just came out.
Welcome to Our Film Fathers Podcast, the definitive podcast about fatherhood, film, and fatherhood in film. This is Jelani, and with me as always are a garden variety stage wizard and a guy with a fickle and contradictory nature, Martin and Brady.
I don't want to arrest you. I'm a cynical man, God knows. But if your manifestations are somehow real, then even I'm willing to admit you're a very special person. And if it's a trick, then it's equally impressive. Either way, you have a gift. So don't make me put you in jail.
Never show anyone. They'll beg you and they'll flatter you for the secret. But as soon as you give it up, you'll be nothing to them.
Every once in a while, Hollywood does something strange. Two movies with almost the exact same premise arrive at nearly the same time. In 2006, somehow we got two films about magicians locked in the worlds of obsession, deception, and rivalry. On one side, there's The Illusionist. Elegant, romantic, and dreamlike. A story built on mystery and emotion, where magic feels almost supernatural. And on the other side, there's The Prestige. Dark, obsessive, and razor-sharp, with Christopher Nolan turning a tale of stage illusion into something closer to psychological warfare. This week, we're stepping into a world of rival magicians, hidden secrets, and cinematic misdirection. Both ask the same question in very different ways. What are you willing to give up for greatness?
Probably not much. Pretty happy.
2 fingers?
Yeah, right. 2 fingers.
Two fingers.
I could do 2 fingers.
Guys, I watched this with watched The Prestige with Brecklin and Nolan.
Yeah?
Showed Nolan, another Nolan. we watched the Dark Knight trilogies.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm assuming those, but have they seen any of his other movies?
I don't think so. Maybe, no. A little bit of Oppenheimer, I think, but they didn't really get through it.
Oh, God. I need to rewatch that. It's so good.
Yeah.
We tried. So I watched.
By the way, totally not for kids.
I maybe watched the first half of it.
Come watch this 3-hour and 15-minute movie. I promise you it's good.
Yeah, this one was a little long, so we didn't get through it all the way with kids.
Oh, you did it too?
Yeah, we started, and then I finished it up, and I was like, they need to go back and watch the rest, because I forgot how it ended.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the most parts of it, but...
Well, yeah, but you can't. With all that you've put, well, depending on how far they made it, to put whatever you did into it and not get any sort of payoff at the end is kind of a travesty.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much at the last 10 minutes that...
Yeah.
But they have mentioned that they do want to watch, like, Interstellar.
All right, I want to watch all of them.
And I don't think we've done Inception. We've done the Batman trilogy.
Dude, I don't even know if I could handle, like, Inception enough to be able to
explain it,
answer questions and explain more if they want. Like, so if there was any confusion, I'd be like, "Yeah, sorry, man, you're out of luck. You just got just act like you know."
You can do Inception. You can't do Tenet. Tenet, you're never going to be able to explain. I recently rewatched it just because.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was so good.
Because I remember we really liked it.
And
I watched it over Thanksgiving. It was very fun.
It gets better. I mean, all of them get better. All of his movies get better.
I don't have time to watch movies that aren't part of our homework.
I know, but it's just like sometimes I get the thing where I really want to watch something, so I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I don't have to watch something new.
The thing is, you're right, and it does happen occasionally. It'll be a Friday night, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to do our homework. I'm like, let me see what's new on Netflix or what's out there. I'm like, oh, there's jack shit.
Yeah, and you don't want to just force something.
And then I will watch sometimes a bad movie or start Man on Fire.
Or put Triple Frontier back on.
It's happened. I have watched 25 minutes of that. And like,
I know what you do. You put on the Olympus movies. Has Fallen.
Oh,
series.
not in a minute. But yes, those were a guilty pleasure at one point. But they're, I can start nodding off a little bit.
Put them on in the background
and be quite okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, I don't. Did we get what about Brecklin? And
They both really liked
They
it.
both really liked
Yeah.
it. Okay.
But I did have, there were lots of questions.
I could only imagine.
Can you guys just watch? I'm like, I promise there'll be a lot of it we'll go through. Brecklin pretty much had it worked out. She's like, oh, it's his double. It's his double. Who's Fallon?
The thing that I forgot was how much the story jumps back and forth.
It's
And
quite a bit.
That made it so hard for the kids to follow along.
And the journals.
Yeah.
Like, are they reading from the journal?
Are they in the
Which
past?
journal is it? Is it his journal
Yeah.
tricking him, or is it the other one's journal tricking?
There's 146 time jump cuts in the Prestige, in which the next shot either flashes back or skips ahead to another time period of the storyline, and it averages out to almost one timeline jump per minute of the movie.
Yeah. That was very confusing too. Because
and that's where I don't know on the kid front. Like I wouldn't even literally have thought like, oh, I should watch this with Roman. It's just I think there's too much going on.
They're both. They understand movies. I think a hell of a lot more than I did at their.
Well, your kids
their
are
age.
older than mine. Yeah, for sure.
Even 13 and 10, but they're both pretty good. The questions they ask are like the right ones, and they do notice things because I don't know what it is, but they seem to like get the right thing to
In
ask.
general, I think kids are obviously observant and
Yeah.
they have a lot less in their brains, so they have capacity to actually. You did too. We all did. Like you were thinking about more of these things or trying to connect dots, and now I'm just like, what's the Homer?
64 slices of American cheese.
Yeah, and I'm sitting down and I'm like, man, I need this right now. Let's talk about The Illusionist.
yeah.
So I was pretty sure, and we talked about obviously doing these two movies. I remembered thinking that these were in the same year, and obviously they were. I actually looked it up too. I was curious. Excuse me. It was about a month apart. I think it were like 5 weeks.
Yeah,
I think
it was
Illusionist
more like
was-
3 months. I heard.
Yeah, it was because I was curious which one actually came out first, and it was The Illusionist, which is why I put it first. But I remember thinking they were more similar, even though they do have a lot of similarities, and our opening kind of talked about kind of that. In my brain, I had them being like really, really similar, and I actually think I might have at one point had the women switched.
Yeah.
I was like Scarlett Johansson's with Edward Norton and Jessica Biel, and then, but watching it again, I think they are unique enough that aren't. They're just magician related as opposed to thinking they're
But
really
completely different types of stories
Right.
about completely different subject matters.
Yeah.
Different ways about telling the story too, because The Illusionist, like you mentioned or we mentioned in the beginning, is more of almost like a Romeo and Juliet type story, like star-crossed lovers.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And it was amazing to me how like I mean I know I'd seen it before, but like even just how obvious it all seemed. It's like I can't imagine why if I had just watched this movie for the first time.
the
I feel like I
breadcrumbs
would have
are
been
there.
able. Yeah, I feel
Like,
like I
it's
would have
just
been able
like-
to call it right away.
Yeah, it's the
And maybe
breadcrumb.
not.
It's like, oh, everything's an illusion. They say that, it's like it's enough of that misdirection that you put your guard down long enough to open yourself up to be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I kind of stopped thinking about the fact that it could be. Also, we've said this before, in 2006, I don't think we were as akin to looking for
every little thing.
Right.
dude, for that misdirection. Like these all contributed to those things, like why we are the way we are now,
Yep.
where we are assuming there's a catch or there's a twist or there's a surprise at the end that is going to change the entire outcome of the movie or how you saw it for
Yeah, it was
an hour
much more
and
of
a
a Kaiser Soze ending, right? A Usual Suspects thing where, and I don't even know what really caused them to kind of realize everything. There wasn't like one thing. It was just it's like he's having all these flashbacks, but it was nothing that he saw right then and there. It was more just like, oh, maybe
Right. There's no dropping of the coffee cup that like sparks it. And you're
no,
just,
Right.
I would
yeah.
actually
There's no Kobayashi. around
no,
the
but I
bottom
would
of the
say
mug.
it was the husband, or not the husband, the Count or whatever his
Yeah.
title was, saying and kind of being adamant enough that like he said like, no, he messed with my sword when he took it the first time, like, and you know, and it was enough of those things, I think, that it started to cause that, or like to be
Yeah,
the trigger
make him think that,
to start being like, there is illusion. And I think the supposed like the interest in magic and how he was kind of, you know, inquiring about things along the way, and
Yeah. And he knew the guy was an asshole because he killed himself. So he clearly like was in the wrong. Like he doesn't know that he didn't kill her. Although that was my question. Like how did they say? How did they get him to? What did they drug him or something, and then sent her off on the horse?
yeah,
And they
Yeah.
planted all this stuff.
yeah, she poured something
She-
in
yeah,
his.
she
She
mixed in
poured
with
it in
the
his
wine.
drink.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
so
so-
she just knew when he was going to follow her out there. Eventually, he would pass
Interestingly,
out.
though, the witness to it all like,
Yeah.
didn't speak up anyway.
Right? You thought they made a big point of somebody seeing
Seeing
it.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
but then like
But
he
he had
didn't
nothing to
go
do with
against the count because you know there's no way someone in that position would.
Right.
But then, so I think you're kind of get led to believe that maybe that got told and maybe they were like aware of it, but
The whole movie is interesting because Paul Giamatti's obviously a great actor. I love Edward Norton. I think is it Rufus Sewell?
Yeah.
That's his name. He's good in this, and he's good in. I've seen him in other things.
most recently the diplomat.
Diplomat. I was just gonna say the diplomat.
Yeah, that's right. And it's probably just because you watch it with and you compare it to The Prestige that I'm just like, nah. Like it. If you probably stand alone this movie, I'd be like, yeah, it's a good movie. But when you compare it to Prestige, it's like it's just not that good.
Well, so
And I'm wondering if you guys agree or if you,
think I've said this before.
you love Jessica Biel.
No, I'm anti.
I think you have said that before.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
think
got a Beal
she's-
bias.
So I think she's extremely overrated. And
Like-
Kevin hates it because he likes Summer Catch and he thinks it's all that. But
Summer Catch, Freddie Prinze.
equally just terrible, guys. It's all it is. You can see pictures of these people without watching them ruin movies.
Justin Timberlake would like a word.
Would he? I think.
Are they broken up now or something?
I think would be. I think there's more evidence on my side that he could give a fuck. I think his
But
eyes.
she doesn't add anything for it.
She's so. Here's I guess maybe the a problem. She was a last minute replacement.
Oh, for Scarlett?
Liv Tyler,
Oh.
who also I don't really care for. There was like I was destined to not enjoy the There's somebody who could have made that better, in my opinion. Jessica Biel's just not a good actress. I get that she's like attractive, but I don't think
Yeah.
I don't buy in as much as others, but I do think I get it. I just don't think she really provides a lot from an
I
actress
mean, you
front.
should go back to the Seventh Heaven days. And
Okay, I'm not going to.
there was like a TikTok account where some guy was like doing reviews of how unhinged that show is. Because you know the dad is now like some kind of... He's basically a pedophile, but he was supposed to be the pastor on that show.
Oh, really?
And they just like, there's all these weird storylines where like the brother and sister, Jessica Biel and her brother were like, hey, oh, why don't you just practice kissing on me? And it's just like, now you look back, you're like, what the fuck were they doing?
All right. I
Anyway,
missed. Yeah,
Sorry, that was a side.
I was out on the WV or the UPN or
I didn't
whatever
watch
that
the
was.
show. That's
Yeah, no,
the-
it shows.
I watched the TikToks. Making
Um,
fun of the show
so
20 years later.
I think I see her as just a weak link in the movie, which to me brings it down. And when you're
Notice I didn't bring her up in my
when you
list
are
of
comparing
cast.
the two, it's like, oh, would you like Scarlett Johansson in your movie, or would you like Jessica Biel? Like, that's 100 times out of 100 you're picking Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Giamatti. I like Giamatti. I think it's a fair assessment that he might not have a huge range.
I was thinking that the same thing. Like he's never really like the hero or anything. Like he's just kind of like the guy that's like figures some stuff out or kind of like goes along. It's
Well,
just weird.
I mean, he's done some different things, I guess, from a range standpoint, but I don't think you are
It's not
always
that far off.
kinda
from
getting
Billions
Giamatti.
or-
Yeah.
Well, I think more so, yes, right? Like he did the John Adams, and you got the Billions front and all that. So this is probably closer to that.
Pig vomit.
But right? So like American Splendor was great,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of a different role, but he just still has like what he is.
I mean, he's very right now. If you have people that do Paul Giamatti impersonation. You know exactly what they're doing because
Yeah.
it is every movie. So yeah, he has a way about him.
But so I thought the movie was good, and I agree with you when you're comparing the two. I don't think it's that close. I think where you're talking about, I mean, frankly, you're talking about comparing Christopher Nolan to Neil Berger, who I definitely had to look up, but who has done Divergent and The Upside and Voyagers. Oh, he's a producer.
Is Upside the one with Cranston and Kevin Hart?
Yeah, from 2017. That might be the original.
No, because the original is a French film with.
Yes, it's Cranston.
Yeah, so the original is a French film with Omar Sy.
Correct, but I didn't know for sure that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you guys remember when you in 20 years ago when you first saw these? Like what your impression was? Like,
I don't think I watched The Illusionist. I think I knew of it, and I think after I saw The Prestige, I was like, I don't need to see that other one. I was like, this is the one. This is the one that you.
yeah,
pick and
I
choose.
remember being pretty impressed with The Prestige, but thinking they were both pretty good.
see, yeah, I don't remember being as impressed with The Prestige as I am now, and I don't know why.
I would agree with you. I think
I
I'm more
thought they were
impressed.
much closer, and I was just more like,
That's
on
what I
both
said.
of them. I was just kind of like, meh.
That's where I was.
Even The Prestige. I don't know how I ever looked at that movie and didn't think it was. I think I didn't get it. Probably. I think I just missed probably a lot of it with all the time jumps like we were talking about or something.
Well, did you see in the beginning The Illusionist who one of the producers was? Anything catch your eye?
No.
No. Brian Koppelman
Of Rounders fame?
of Rounders fame and
Billions?
Yeah, and Billions.
and Billions. Yeah, so he is he's a producer, and it was like Koppelman, Levin, Leibowitz, or something. You know, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I wonder if. And then later on, it said Brian Koppelman. He has a new. I actually just saw his name recently. There's a new Vegas themed show
Called Vegas?
coming to Netflix,
Vegas 2?
starring Oscar Isaac.
Not Josh Duhamel?
And he is involved in that regard. And I don't know exactly what capacity. I think he may have wrote it, which you get to the Rounders aspect of it all. So
Yeah.
I was
you're-
gonna say,
you're
or that-
hitting close on
What's the one that we did with Oscar Isaac? The card counter?
the card counter. That was not good.
All right.
that wasn't very good.
But that was what's his name? Paul Schrader, who was big with Scorsese. He wrote like Taxi Driver and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But yes, if this is back to some type of Billions and Rounders form for Koppelman, I'll
Is it
take
the
it.
Roman? Yeah. I'm checking if it's called the Roman. Yep. It's created by Brian Koppelman. Casino mogul in a modern, perilous city fights to maintain control of his empire and expand his influence through risky maneuvers. Starring Oscar Isaac, Betty Gilpin, and Alec Baldwin.
Who's Betty Gilpin?
She is.
She's the.
Death by Lightning and Glow? That's what it says.
Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of.
She's in The Hunt. She's in the Tomorrow War.
Oh, she's
Daughter?
the-
No, it's not the Glow. I never saw, but I know what it is.
Got it.
Terminal List, Dark Wolf. She's a voice. I don't know her. We're being clear.
But yeah, we will be watching that show for
yeah,
sure.
you got to give Koppelman a chance, I think. And Oscar Isaac. And Baldwin. What am I talking about?
Yeah, right.
We were just talking about it.
Go watch 30 Rock if you haven't.
But all in all, I still think this is a good movie. I
Yeah.
just think to your point, if you're going one after the other, you're probably going to be like, oh well, shit, one of these is better. And
Yeah. That was the problem.
It's the Armageddon Deep Impact.
Yeah. Which one's better?
Armageddon.
I think Armageddon is better, even though Deep Impact has Duvall.
That one, I went to the theater and watched Deep Impact, so I always wanted to like it more.
Which
but
the
I
other-
didn't see Armageddon until later.
The other one is
I chose
the
poorly, probably.
Volcano.
Yeah,
and
and Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak. That's
Which one of those is Anne Hesh and
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee?
Think
Is that Volcano?
Volcano.
Yeah.
I think Dante's Peak is
Brosnan,
Brosnan.
and Terminator.
I was going to say Russo.
and
Oh, okay.
Not Brosnan and Russo. They
There's
can't team
no
up
strings
again.
attached and
Friends with
friends
benefits.
with benefits.
Yep, those were definitely two.
The aforementioned Timberlake.
Timberlake and Kunis,
Yes.
and then Kuchar and Portman.
Portman.
Yeah.
But which one is the title? You guys don't know the titles. Which one's?
Friends with benefits is Kunis and Timberlake.
I trust him.
Yeah, I believe you.
I have no idea.
never.
Never saw either.
It's come up a few times, and I never know which one is which because I've never seen either movie.
But it is weird, right? Like how it can be, how you can end up having movies come out within like a month or so of each other and have them be so similar.
So they said that the Prestige would have been made like 2 years sooner, except that he did Dark Knight, or I'm sorry, Batman Begins in 2003. So he had the Prestige ready to go. Then he got tapped to do Batman Begins, so he put it on pause and then did it after.
Gotcha.
So in this case, it happens. It really is just a coincidence, but a lot of times it is like something that,
Well, and
like
that's
Ants and Bug's Life, you
Yeah.
know, like that. I think they said that they were definitely like DreamWorks had the war with like
yeah,
going
this
against
is my,
Pixar.
oh, you're
And
gonna do this? I'm gonna do
Yeah,
this.
we're gonna do it, and we're gonna try to get it out faster or something like
Yeah.
that. Like there are definite times where they hear a movie and they know that it has potential, so they try to rip it off. But this
Right.
was just one where it happened to be a coincidence.
Well, let's talk about the Prestige.
Yes.
I guess a little bit more detail because we've obviously touched on it. But
Do we have any fun after this last viewing? I have a interesting take on it now.
Whoa.
Because what bugged me about the movie, I think what bothered me when I first watched it, I didn't like the like the unscientific element of a replicating machine or the duplicate. So I tried to look at it this time as if that doesn't happen. And that there's a way to view it that way. And I think there is. I think there's a way that it's all just Angiers wrote about it in the journal. So it's an unreliable narrator. And he actually just kills, at the end, he kills his double, Root. Because he mentions that he wants to be the guy on stage. They're taking the bow. So that's how, in my mind, he convinced Root to
Go into the machine.
to be the one that falls
Right.
into thing.
That falls through.
Only that night. Every other night, he didn't have the box in there, and those
right,
are just dummies.
He just goes to the bottom. So
yeah.
okay.
And what those boxes are that was the one thing that bothers me about what I'm saying right now is because it does seem like you have those boxes, but then Nolan.
I don't know if it seems like he does.
No, I mean
I saw him.
Yeah, they're down there.
you see him, right?
He even says, "Look around you."
But they cut to it. What he's saying is, you don't really want to work it out. You want to be fooled, and that's when you see that it's the face of him in there. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can look at it and you could say, yes, those are all real duplicates that he killed himself with, or you can just say, no, he just did all of that to get his attention and make him think that the machine worked, even though it didn't really.
And I don't disagree with you if there's a weak link to it. It's that like, okay, well, don't worry. There's a magic machine that
Exactly.
makes some. Sorry, not even to use the word magic. There's
Scientific machine.
right. There's a.
An actual machine.
But let's call it scientific, but also acknowledge that it's
It's
no,
kinker.
it's nowhere.
And that's, I just don't feel like, especially knowing now how meticulous Nolan is about the science in Interstellar. Inception's not really science; it's dreams, but it's not reality, right?
Right.
Like
to be that loose with.
to be that loose with it, and all of a sudden just to throw that in there, and then to also leave the whole. It's like Inception with the spinning of the top. Like I think he leaves that ending interpretation, and I really believe that there's. It's about the obsession more and the fact that they were both trying to goat each other and lie to each other about their feats. Christian Bale initially, what's his name?
Alfred.
Alfred. What's his last name though?
Borden.
Borden and Angier. Borden initially said it was Tesla, but he was just lying about that, and then he reads that thing and it pisses him off so much. And then he knows that Borden got the best of him, so he just makes up all the stuff that the machine works too. to try to get him, to try to goad him to come into and knew that he was going to kill Root and just frame him for the murder.
Yeah, I think there's holes in your want.
The
to
only ones are the fact that they had all these boxes with
bodies.
Yeah,
and they were
Unless
hiding
they were
him,
just
and he was
mannequins.
keeping Kane away from it all because there were all sorts of things he would disagree with.
Right.
And the whole, like, he'd have the one time of all the times, it would have been the one
Lucky.
time that Borden would have went down there. I don't know why,
Happened to know that he was in the audience that day.
but he seemingly was there all the time.
Right.
Even
Borden?
Yeah.
Or both of them were in each other's audiences all the time.
They were there. They
that's-
just didn't speak up.
that might have been a second flaw.
He watched it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, Borden went on stage the one time.
That
and
last
walked
time
in
he
it.
was the one
It
he
was like,
went on.
No,
Yeah.
last time was when he went on.
That's when he
on
went
stage,
in.
but he was there before.
He
and
was?
Yeah, he was sitting further back. He just didn't raise his hand.
Because he said also that he already knew how when ScarJo went over to
Yeah.
him, he's like, yeah, I've identified it. He's like, somehow he comes out as a slightly overweight and possibly quite drunk.
Well, that was when he was
that
doing
was-
the first transport.
Yeah, that was with the ball.
Or yeah.
No, not the ball.
No, with the hat.
When he comes up from underneath, he falls
Correct.
through the door. The 2 doors that are on
When
the
he was
stage.
falling. No, but that's the same.
So, when...
It's the same trick.
Right, but when Angiers first started it, it was just the 2 doorways.
Yep.
And then he would open and fall down and come up on the other side with the lift. That was when he figured out that it was Root.
Yeah.
Then the doors inside, when they bounce the ball, that's obviously Borden's trick.
Yeah.
And that was the real transported van. And then the last
Then the
one
new-
is the
Or was it?
It was still the doors with the hat. That's why he fell down and happened to fall into a...
No, it was with the machine. The
Oh, right.
electricity.
Was it- yeah.
the
Fell
last
through, and then he was up on the
in
on
the balcony.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing how fast it goes.
Which I've seen David Copperfield do that, like where he is on stage and then all of a sudden he's over here, and I always thought it was that he just ran really quick, but I'm like, maybe he used the double, but he would run through the audience too, and I'm like, does David Copperfield have a double?
Yeah,
Well, he did
certainly.
also make
Probably,
the Statue of Liberty disappear too.
Yeah, right.
So.
They said it's even back then in that time period.
It's the only way to do it.
The doubles, that was a common thing for like
yeah.
a twin or that having that available was a popular trick, right? My bigger thing is that you had a hard time believing that David Bowie playing Tom Skerritt playing Nikola Tesla was.
Tom Skerritt, that's good.
I mean, tell me that's not a
me
younger
I'm wrong.
Tom
Yeah.
Skerritt.
For sure.
Hair, mustache, that's spot on.
I'll fly with you.
Just
man.
hire Skerritt. No,
cool
actually, I
as
saw that Bowie was like, no. And Nolan
Convinced
said, no. Well, he sold him the saying, like, you are such a big persona that, like, you need to play.
you need to be
I want you, but, like, you need to play. Like, that's what makes this character more believable because of who you are. And I don't even think I definitely never did appreciate Bowie for being maybe what he was in the grand scheme of things. You were obviously a lot more dialed in.
yeah.
I remember him having some songs and being in Labyrinth.
Yeah, right. I knew you were going to say that right there.
I will give Nolan a lot of credit for not only the way he constructed this, but also having the foil of Thomas Edison never appear on screen, because obviously he's not part of the whole thing. It's not
Just
about
the Edison
Thomas
company.
but just the fact that like Tesla was trying to do his thing and
Very,
Edison
very
kept shutting
accurate.
it down, and
Yeah.
but that was just like the foil that was there, and burned down the labs, and Edison had his goons and whatnot, which was really fun. The thing that I didn't remember, and I actually wrote down, was did Alfred and Fallon switch with Sarah? And clearly they did, because that's when she's like,
Oh, wait.
"There-"
No, they said that.
Right, they say it at the end. But I just didn't remember that. I was watching and I'm like, I remember the Fallon part, like the whole, it's his twin.
What do you
And
mean? Did they switch with Sarah?
So there were times when Fallon would go back to being Alfred
Yeah.
with Sarah.
Yeah.
But
that was the whole point.
She called it out. That's why
Yes,
she said
that's-
you
Yeah,
don't.
right. Love me, and that's what the kids were like. Why are they saying? I'm like, Just keep
Right.
watching.
Give it a
Again,
time.
And then, yeah,
That's
they
what I
really
didn't
appreciate
remember
it.
because like one of them loved ScarJo, the other loved Sarah, and
And that's why, and that's why with the ScarJo one, she was so disappointed. 'Cause she's like, how could you be
Right.
heartless? Like your wife just hung herself and you don't care. It's like,
yeah,
at that point, I feel like he would tell her, but maybe not.
yeah. But again, like
They gave up their fingers. They gave up their
they
whole
gave
life.
up right. They
knew
gave up
could
their
never
lives.
tell
They
anybody.
both led
And
half
that's
a
what
life.
well, so sorry, Martin. Did you read the book?
No, and that's what I
Source
want to know
material?
too. I want to know if maybe that's what makes it. If the source material doesn't make you think that it's, if they make you think that it's actually duplicates,
So,
go ahead. What do you
So it's hinted at in the movie and confirmed in the novel that the twins are named Albert and Frederick Borden, with the amalgamation becoming Alfred, one of each. The hint in the movie is that when Olivia refers to Borden, she insists on calling him Freddie, to the chagrin of Sarah. Remember, she was like, "You can't. Why would you call
Yeah.
him that?"
Mm-hmm.
This could mean that Frederick Borden was the one in love with Olivia, and Albert Borden was the one in love with Sarah, and was also the father of Jess.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a nice little kind of a happy ending. He gets
I
reunited
thought,
with his
I
daughter.
think that like that little nugget along the way where Sarah is saying, "Oh, you mean it this time," or you don't mean
Right.
it right now. But they brush it off in such a good way, being like, "You care. It's all about your magic, right?" Like it's like kind of easily it's laid out for you, but then it's easily deflected off enough. I think that it makes you kind of what we were saying earlier, like put your guard down and be like, "Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, that makes sense." It's
Yeah.
he's
Secrets
so
are my
focused
life.
on the magic
Yeah.
life and not his wife, and so he's not maybe meaning that he says "I love you," and then it all kind of circles back at the end. And again, Nolan was a huge component in why we watch and view things differently now.
Yeah.
And it's not just this movie; it's multiple options, but like multiple movies. But it's awesome that they have those along the way. Especially, I think this is would be eligible for one of those movies where it's like, oh yeah, you kind of lose the wanting to rewatch, right? Like I know it already. I already got it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I've never watched Sixth Sense again after I knew about it. I've never rewatched it with the knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad. I just remember how cool it was in the moment. Never gone back. Signs feels that way a little bit, right? Like had like part of the coolest moment. Now you know it's coming. The first time you didn't know it's coming, it was fucking your heart stopped for a second, right? Like this one had been long enough that I kind of what you were saying, Jelani, I didn't totally remember all of it, like what was coming in the moment.
Right.
Kind of remember the gist of it all, but hearing those things along the way were like, oh, right, yeah.
So if we do believe that Tesla did create the first Kinkos and was allowed to make copies of Angiers,
Yeah.
there's no multiplicity effect?
All right. Copy of a copy.
Copy of a copy just keeps getting dumber
I like
and dumber?
pizza, Steve. I like it. I love multiplicity. It's so funny.
It's Keaton, right?
Keaton is so good in it.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Did we ever do it for? We never did.
No,
it for
I don't think we have.
Yeah,
We've apparently done none of the movies that
number
Martin wants to do.
number 3 or whatever. The third copy. He's just so funny. She touched my Pepe, Steve.
Is it Andy McDowell?
Yeah,
Keaton and Andy McDowell.
yeah.
Oh.
It's that's probably one of the more under because I don't hear anyone talking about it ever, or maybe they do, but I think
don't
it's
think
very
many people
very
do.
funny.
Not in our circles.
Martin and his nerd club at
I
Google.
bet you Charlie loves it because he's a big Keaton fan.
Well, then I would
Yeah,
assume so.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
He
was.
does it.
I saw some notes about like, oh, the copy is like kind of like the husk of a more than it is like might be missing some of the memories and things like
Yeah.
that. Like the thing was, you'd have to have enough from them to get them to do the whole act and be able to be the person that dropped, right? Like they need all the persona, the showman, right? Like they make a point to say that Borden doesn't have the showman in him, and obviously, I my God.
Angier.
Yeah,
great
Angier.
Danton.
I was going with Jackman, but yeah, Angier. Yeah, Danton. Terrible.
Danton. It's sophisticated.
Piper Parabo. Terrible job.
Paraboo.
No?
I
Yeah?
don't know how you say it.
Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, Coyote.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Rebecca Hall too. The Sarah, like she did a great job. I thought she's a really good actress.
Oh, yeah, totally. Great in the Town.
Great
Vicky
in town.
Cristina Barcelona
Oh, that's a great movie too.
With ScarJo.
with ScarJo.
With ScarJo,
That's
yeah.
the second movie that they
And
both
Javier Bardem
appeared in.
Is there
together.
another guy? Or
I
is it
have
just
never seen that movie, but I know enough of it, and I know. Yes, I know the joke.
You'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I do.
Penelope Cruz.
True.
They're all in it. It's quite the film. But yeah, I just looked up like how many movies were she and ScarJo in together, and it was actually just these two.
I would assume.
Yeah.
she's also in Iron Man 3, which I thought ScarJo might make an appearance in because she's in that universe as well. But
Right.
The old MCU.
everybody falls in.
I can't argue.
What is our latest MCU? Like, where have we been?
It's
feel like
the-
there
we're
hasn't
all
been anything
TV
that's been
now.
out
No,
in
it's
a
the
while.
one that's coming with Downey as the other guy. Not.
But that
Iron
was
Man.
like teased like a year ago.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
not
it's-
coming until the end of like 27.
Oh Jesus! So
They
taking
they
their time, huh?
Yeah, well, it's a huge thing.
All right.
It
Maybe
feels-
that'll
it
suck me
feels
back
like a
in.
flop already.
I'm still not like
It'll make $1 billion, and
Yeah.
you won't even think about it.
I'm not ready for it yet. So good thing we're waiting a little bit.
you did also get the early hint things you pick up on, along the way when Sarah's I think it's a nephew or the young boy asks like of the bird, where's his brother?
Yeah,
Such a smart kid, man.
And it just is right there for you the whole time. But again, it's just like it's subtle. It's enough. You kind of need to know to be like, duh, there it was. In the moment, it's just it hits and moves. It goes right past you.
who ruined the movie worse for you? Jay Beal in The Illusionist, or Andy Serkis?
Jay Beal?
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Oh, Jessica Biel.
We're going by Jay.
Jay Biel.
Yeah,
J
that
period
one's
Biel.
trust me. I didn't know if we were going to talk about Circus, but
Circus in The Prestige.
Yeah, you don't like Andy Serkis.
I don't.
But he was fine, right? In this,
He actually is fine in this.
he wasn't like crawling around and doing weird voices. So you're okay with it?
You know what? You could
What's it-
see the you could see it though. It's
coming.
looming. He's coming to the door.
The Teslas.
It's already got a little bit of like a lean going on. He hadn't quite gone full Gollum yet. He just sucks.
Wait, but this was after Gollum, right? Yeah, this is after all the Lord of the Rings.
I think
movies.
so. Those are like
Yeah, those were in-
2000.
those
Yeah,
were
he's
in
probably
high
trying.
school,
This is him trying to
college.
Get out
prove
of it.
that he doesn't
Yeah.
need to be.
And then he was in the MCU as well, right? He's
Weirdly jacked up.
totally.
I remember him in Black Panther being just jacked out of his mind. And he did the Planet of the Apes movies, obviously, because
Yeah,
Well, that's
he realized where the money was.
That's 5 years later, though. Rise of the Planet of the Apes is 2011.
is that the first one he's in? Is
Sorry, I
Yeah.
blew up.
Because
that the one with Franco?
Yep.
That one's not. Those aren't bad. I don't think I've only seen that first one.
One of the ones I saw is actually pretty good.
Everyone shits on the Mark Wahlberg one, but I thought it was okay.
That might have been the one that I'm talking about. One of them's not is. I was like, I straight up enjoyed
You
it.
mean the Mark Wahlberg one where Giamatti plays a
Yeah.
orangutan?
Yeah.
Find the flaw.
Well, people decided it didn't make sense or something, but I don't know. I think it kind of
Fucking sense.
It's a movie about
it's a time travel-y kind of
apes.
thing.
What are we
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about? Yeah. To answer your
blew it up.
question,
All I think about is The Simpsons. It was
Dr.
ours
Zayas,
all
Dr. Zayas.
along. Yeah. I love legitimate theater.
to answer your question, I would say Beale is a bigger movie ruiner for me than Circus in this situation.
She did not ruin it for me. So
She didn't ruin the movie, but I just generally
Yeah.
don't. There's nothing there in my opinion. Sorry, I'm harsh.
And they were in Vienna, but I feel like they all were just trying to do like British accents or something. I don't know.
Well, they're all British, except
Is
for
that-
Jackman
they are?
and...
No. Not in The Prestige. I'm talking about
Oh, in The Illusionist?
They were in Vienna
got it.
because they were in London in
Yeah.
Prestige, right? Yeah. So that's fine. I'm fine with the with people doing British accents.
What kind of
when they're in
accents are
London.
these?
But in Vienna, it's like Jessica Biel tried to do something, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's.
I don't think
But
it's
she
that.
wasn't she was a transplant or no?
She was just from another area.
Duchess.
She's the Duchess
The
von
Duchess
whatever.
von Trutchen,
Von Trapp.
Kitchen.
the von Trapp family singers,
Come with me to Hungary.
the Budapest.
Budapest. That's right. It's phonetically correct. Yeah, and Norton had traveled the world, so he was free to have whatever.
Terrible goatee.
Yeah, I think
it, like, dyed or
he tried
something?
that for a while. It's not a look. He had it in Italian Job too.
Yeah, he did, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it was darker in this one or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Italian Job was dark.
Do you think that Christian Bale checks with Nolan before he takes a role and's like, do I start off in jail? Because you love putting me in jail for all of these movies.
He's a great actor.
He's fun.
He really is.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. There's so many ways to look at it, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's so funny because we always gush over Nolan, but every time I watch one, I'm like, yep, that's the one. That's his best one. And I'm like, nope, it's that one.
I don't know what it's going to take for us to do the Batman trilogy, but
I don't think it's going to
I
take
feel
a
like we
lot.
did it. I can't believe we didn't. I thought
I don't
we did.
think we did.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. Yeah, we did. We did.
They're
Justice League. One.
so good. I actually was ironically going back to the kids. I was just thinking about it recently. That I feel like I want that to be Roman's first kind of. You said Colin. I want that to be kind of his exposure to
His
it all.
intro to
Like,
Nolan?
dude, you're about to watch maybe the best movie you've ever seen. Like really, I mean, if I say that kind of jokingly, but like he's got a small window of movies he hasn't seen a lot, and a lot of them are MCU movies.
Yeah, I mean,
This is going to blow the shit out of those
he'll get
in
a
terms
little-
of quality.
when
of
you get to
movie.
Dark Knight, yeah, he'll get a little freaked out by Joker, but that'll be okay.
Yeah.
it'll be the right time.
I know that's the thing. Gotta-
He won't be too scared. He'll be fine.
Scarecrow might freak him out, those couple of scenes
Oh, yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
When
He-
people are on the
yeah,
fear powder.
I mean, I still think it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready. I'm saying
Wow,
it's right there.
Martin you're just
I had my timetables warped, but
Martin's yelling from way over the line. He's fine.
Predators on deck. It's queued up, ready to go.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Okay, Roman, do you want to watch the best movie you've ever seen?
Right.
All right, here's Batman Begins. All right, now, do you want to watch the best movie you've ever seen?
And
Here's
then by the
third
third
now.
one, you'll be like, okay, do you want to watch?
One of the best movies you've
There's a scene when
I was walking to it.
they go to find the theater, and it's
What are we talking about?
in the Prestige when
Wait, which
Michael
magic movie?
Caine and
Michael Caine.
Jackman are looking for the new theater, and they're like talking about like blacking out the windows or clouding out the windows or something like that. But like the way that scene is shot, I feel like Nolan does that in like every single one of his movies. Like
Where they're
there's
like walking in from
Yes.
off camera.
off camera, and then they're like
They're
it's kinda-
inspecting it.
Yeah,
They
it's
do it
all
in
like
Inception for sure.
they do it in
they're playing.
Batman too, and it's like I feel like he's just like I gotta have one scene where they're checking out the space.
I know exactly what you're. I know the exact scene. I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's a very Nolan shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he doesn't intend it, but with like way too loud music playing in the background, so you can't even hear what they're saying.
Yeah. I don't. Which so in Tenet, where is that one at? Because I feel like it might be when they're at the house or when they're trying to scale the building.
I feel like it's a lot of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like planning and stuff that they're doing. But yeah, it's exactly what he does. He does like a lot of planning and exposition around it, but it's never dull. I don't know.
I would love to see him take on like a heist movie. I think that would be really fun.
Well, I mean, I think that's what Tenet
was a heist movie,
But
Yeah.
you're like saying more straightforward.
More, yeah. But I mean, I would have. I guess, yeah.
And so
there's
is
a lot.
Inception, you know.
There's a
It's like-
there's a lot between those two. Like, yes, Inception is very much a heist movie that just has that supernatural element
How
to
would
it.
you feel about him taking on something like The Odyssey?
I've seen good
The
things.
classic-
I haven't watched the trailer yet.
Yeah, I
I'm kind of just
you
avoiding
know, I
it.
tried to avoid it, but it was on
We
TV
did.
the other day,
We
so
watched it.
I didn't turn it off. So I checked it out. But
We saw the trailer, and Jen's like, "There's a lot of people," and I go, "It's Christopher Nolan." She's like, "Oh, all right,
Yeah.
fair enough."
That's hey, you want to be? Yep.
Yeah. Coming off my Oscar win. Yep.
One more note, and mostly because I thought you might appreciate it. The protagonist's initials, Alfred Borden,
Maybe.
Robert Angier, form Abra.
Nice.
I thought
I thought that was funny last words, abracadabra. Is that what
probably
he said, right?
he does. Yes, I get it. Right, like I think knowing what you know, right, like he ain't dead, type of thing. But
Right.
it does feel like
You know what Nolan called? Not Christopher Nolan, but
Your Nolan?
Nolan, my son. He was like,
oh, so he
Angier-
watched it too.
Angier, yeah. Colin didn't watch it.
Oh, for some reason, I
No,
thought you
it's
said
Nolan,
maybe I just
Nolan, yeah.
presumed.
Yeah, Roman's age.
Roll the tape.
So he's like, Angier and his wife died the same way. They both
Yes.
drowned.
Yep.
And then Borden and
his
Sarah
wife. Yep,
died the same way.
Correct.
He called it before he even went to. He's like, what if he dies the same way his wife dies? And when they said
Borden-
you'll be sentenced to hang to death, he's like, see, I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
How did you call that?
No, that's I saw that note as well. Obviously, it's
It's a note. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Like, it was supposed to be.
Someone
a thing.
else saw it besides Nolan.
It's pretty good.
But
That's pretty
did
good for
Borden
a
die or
10-year-old.
did Fallon die?
Oh no, we know. Well, it was not. It was not Sarah's husband.
Correct.
You're right.
So
That died.
Fallon, if
Yes,
you want to say,
Fallon.
but you know,
Because he said, "I'm sorry about Sarah,"
yeah.
Yeah.
because I never meant for her to be hurt. That's why.
Yeah.
You know.
Although he was yelling at her pretty hard when he told her to go easy. This time watching it, I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, go easy on Sarah tonight or whatever.
Right.
And
Tell her I love her.
Tell her I love her. And then he's just like, oh, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's like, chill out, dude.
But that's why you know which one it was.
Yeah,
in
right.
my opinion, at least.
Yeah.
I also thought it was at the end when you see him take the daughter, like only he would love the daughter. Like,
Maybe I'll say I don't know that part.
The twin uncle would be an asshole? What do you say?
not an asshole, just not as.
I think
Yeah,
the twin
love it.
uncle, especially the way they were living their lives, would be almost just as involved and would have just as good. I mean, maybe a little more
But the-
so.
Yeah.
In
the better ending is right there. Like, why would you
Right.
would you make it not
the dad.
Correct.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I think we talked about this when we did the Nolan movies, but I mean, do you guys put this up there?
Like I said, every time I watch another one, when I just watched Tenet, I was like, yeah, this is his masterpiece. And then it's just a key. You could just say yes to all of
Right.
them. I just don't feel a need to rank them anymore.
Do you think, and we'll keep asking, is Christopher Nolan the best director of your lifetime?
I mean, on any scale,
Put it on tape, Martin.
yeah, I feel like on any scale, I would have to answer yes. Like on rewatchability, because that's the big thing. Like a lot of times you'll be like, that's just a great movie, but you don't ever really want to put it on again. I feel
Yeah.
like I could put on pretty much anything he's done and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, without maybe, and I still have to rewatch. The only one I've only watched once is the True Story, the World War II one. What can't I think of it?
Dunkirk?
Dunkirk.
Also, same.
Which I want to watch. I do want to watch again because I remember liking it.
It
It's just
feels
not-
like I owe it to him to rewatch
exactly,
it.
exactly right. So, and I'm sure I'm going to find, more brilliance.
And
in
The
it.
Following, I've only seen once.
following.
Just following.
Or Farrell, sorry.
Yeah.
That's why I only saw it once. Could never find it again.
I will say he's probably got the best batting average of all the directors that we talk about. He doesn't really miss. I'm looking through it. I'm trying to figure out which is his worst one, and I don't think.
My question to you guys would be: is his best behind him?
The odds are yes.
The odds
Yeah.
are yes, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that would be incredible, right? If he could continue to kind of top himself, but I just can't. I can't imagine that's true. And I feel bad saying that because it's like I want to have faith that there's more goodness to come. But I can't. Can you imagine another like 10 movies that are even better than these first 10 or whatever, however many he has? I don't know.
I mean, I get it, right? Like you have a lot longer lifespan and resume for like Spielberg and Scorsese. But man, I think living in the moment of Nolan and Denis, it's just like, dude, you fucking can't do any wrong. Yeah, they can't. Like, they're too good. They get it. They know exactly how to put, and they have the cachet to be able to kind of do what they want to do, which I think is maybe the biggest obstacle right now for other people.
Yeah.
To be able
no one's telling them no.
Right.
Either one of those guys.
Because they are nailing it. And I'm a massive fan of the Dune movies, so like I don't mind that Denis locked in this like run of Dune movies. Fine. I can't wait for the third.
Yeah. I think
kind of hoping they run the whole I've contemplated like will they do like all right, you can watch all three back to back to back. I don't know if I have it in me, but I still feel like I kind of would love it.
I could just see Lindsay's face when I tell her what I'm doing. Me and the guys, we got to go watch.
So Mary would be like, I'm in.
Yeah,
but
Jen would be there too.
Movies.
If you can get Lindsay, we'll all go.
Oh, she wouldn't do it.
Mary loved Dune. I don't even know if she saw Dune 2 or she might have saw part of it, but she was like, she wanted to. She's like getting them to go. But like, I think I told you guys, going back to Nolan, Mary and I went with Iman and Kevin to
Barbenheimer?
The Dark Knight trilogy. Oh. We saw when The Dark Knight Rises came out, they showed all three at South Showplace Icon on in the South Loop.
Yeah.
And we went and saw all three of those, with the third one being at midnight. And we knocked them all out. Like, I mean, Mary went, and it might have been Sarah too. Might have been Kevin and Sarah. And I think an Iman. And not a lot of people would pull that off, and I still think it's amazing that she did, but it was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But also,
it's a young man's game.
I say I don't know that I have.
I don't know if my bladder could handle it.
Bladder, in a theater, dark, I might not make it through the first movie, let alone the second and third. It's like a perfect dream scenario. Like, how do I? That might be my best place to go sleep.
Yeah, right. Comfy chairs,
right.
Recliner,
bring you a little
comfy,
blanket.
Pitch dark. Pitch dark.
You just see the shadow of the Batman logo with the bats, and you look over. Brady, look, Brady's already out.
Dude. So real.
Dune will keep him up.
And I really want to watch Dune. Like I saw some
because you guys haven't seen him in the theater.
No. And I heard who's the dude from The Ringer Big Picture podcast? Fennessy, I think,
or Chris Ryan.
No, Fennessy. He tweeted out whatever that Cinema Con or whatever the like most recent like movie con thing that was like going on.
Over some convention, yeah.
It's like I saw the first 7 minutes of Dune, the third Dune movie. He's like massive Saving Private Ryan vibes, and I was like, oh my god, give it to me now. I couldn't. I'm excited. I love it. If it's Nolan or Denis, I just like you have me. I'm in.
Yeah.
I think we just have to go see the third Dune movie together or something. We got to find a time to make it work. I know you guys are busy.
Easier said than done. This is in December too.
We can do it.
It's doable
for sure.
I'll blame myself.
And bring your at least bring Roman, so you don't have to.
I can't just bring him to the third Dune movie out of nowhere.
I mean, have him watch 1 and 2 with you.
All right, we'll see.
It's not; those aren't bad. He'll like those, no?
No, it's just so much more responsibility for me.
Movies are. I mean, what I said to Lindsay after we watched the movie and they both enjoyed it, I was like, "Have kids?" They said, I'm like, and they were right. You always want to complain about it, but it's like, I mean, this is great. Like, it's great to be able to share a great movie and have them appreciate it, ask the right questions,
dude.
It's like I'm in the golden age.
Yeah,
you're advanced. You are both ahead of me in that regard. And Jelani, you span an entire lifespan of generation with kids. But I don't have the questions, but I like when I felt that way with Goonies with Roman here recently when I watched him enjoy it, and it was like, yes, I waited the right amount of time because like I kept wanting to show it to him, and I kept thinking, I don't think he's ready yet.
I think that was our original movie. You can't wait to show your kids.
Yeah,
it might have been mine or
I
yours.
think it's a no-brainer.
Goonies, and now we're there. Now we're there, guys.
Yeah.
We've been doing the pod for so
but it was
long,
the right time. Like again, I think every kid's different. I think you can miss with kids because some dads rush it. And
he gave me a look.
I did.
For those
I
people
did.
that we don't have video
they
yet.
heard it through the
They felt
through
it.
the wire. But I felt I was very glad that it was the right time. And I think when you miss, it's like, fuck, I could have had it.
I had a miss recently. Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
I was convinced that Brooklyn would like it, and she didn't.
Yeah.
It's a little much for her.
It's a bit, yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say. Maybe closer to high school level.
Yeah, I mean she's 13, so it wasn't.
It
I wasn't
does
too
feel
far off.
close.
But Robin Williams is so fucking good in it, and I really wanted to watch
Why
it again.
did
I
you
hadn't
think
watched it.
she was going to like it?
I don't know. It's just like I was going through '90s movies, and it was one that I wanted to rewatch. So it was kind of selfish, but we kept going, and there was other ones, and nothing sounded that good. And I'm like, I think she might have and she didn't hate it. It just didn't land the way. And maybe I just oversold it too.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But it is a really good movie.
Well, yeah.
You got yeah.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
As always, now you're looking for the subscription button, but you won't find it because, of course, you're not really looking. You don't really want to work it out. You want to be the fool who doesn't subscribe to our Film Fathers. Thanks, and abracadabra.